about my Hobonichi HON setup for 2024. It's very exciting because this is my first Hobonichi. I've been watching dozens of YouTube videos to find ideas about how to use every layout in a way that will work for me, and today I'm going to share all of them with you. If you don't know me, my name is Julie. In this channel I talk about creativity and my artistic journey. I have a small business, so I work from home. I have this YouTube channel and I also learn art online with New Masters Academy. So this is everything that is going to go into this little planner. And if you're looking for a setup for your Hobonichi that is minimalistic and quite functional, low maintenance, but also aims for creativity, just keep watching because this is exactly what I want to do with this. A quick tip if you want to figure out how to use your planner without starting writing on it. What I've been doing here, scanning my spreads, and I've been trying different things in Procreate. Another option would be to simply scan them, print them out, and try directly with a pen on the paper. And I've also been trying out the paper. This is my first Hobonichi planner, so I had to do something. I had to rip out a page. This is one of the bonus pages, but there are so few bonus pages in this that I'm not sure I would have used them anyway. But yeah, I used one of them to make some tests with different pens, and I ended up deciding to use very basic supplies. I knew I didn't want to use a ton, but I thought I would use a fountain pen, and I think the immediacy of a ballpoint is better suited to a planner for me. I like writing with my fountain pen in my journal, but for a planner I want something very quick and easy to access, and I've been trying some gel pens, the very popular Zebra Sarasa, and I don't like writing with a gel pen. I can't tell you why, it doesn't feel right. So I know that a ballpoint isn't as pretty maybe, but it just feels better to me. So I'm going to use my Caran 849 ballpoint. It's a very classic ballpoint pen, and I have the original ink in it. So yeah, it's Caran Goliath. Black ink. This is going to be my main tool. I have some highlighters. These are the Zebra Mildliner. This is not for decoration, this is for color coding, so I'm going to tell you about it. And I indulged in some sticky notes. I'm not into stickers, but sticky notes are useful for me to plan on a paper planner. I'm very used to planning with digital tools, and the main problem with paper planning is to manage recurring tasks. So I tend to do it with a sticky note. Like I will have a sticky note to pay my charges, which I have to do every month for my small business. So I can just write this here, and when I do it, I paste the sticky note on the next time that I will have to do it. Everything will be in the description. It's not too much about supplies, but more about ideas. I have a cover. I'm not sure I will keep it because I don't like the plastic feel, and I'm not sure it is absolutely necessary, but right now I have it because I added a sticker here with my personal info in case someone finds this book. There is a place in the Hobonichi HON and Cuisine here where you can have your personal info, but I'm not sure someone random finding this would have the idea to go to this page, so I'd rather have it here. I think it's more obvious. And the last thing that I have in this planner for the moment are these Midori little clips. So these are index clips. I think it's very important with this planner to have something to get very easy access to the different spreads. It has 2 page holders, but it's just not enough because it's a planner that has a lot of different spreads, and I'm all about ease of use, and I want this to be very easily accessible, but I don't like the sticker index, and I don't like the idea of having them permanently in there once I'm done with my planner. So instead I bought these, and I absolutely love these little tabs, and then I can just remove them and use them in my next planner. Let's get inside. I don't have any stickers or decoration here. This is more a functional planning approach. First spread, this is a view of 3 years. I am not going to use this. I'm not going to write in there because it's not meant for it, I think. I don't see what I would use it for. So this 6-month view I am going to use as a tracker, but I want it to be something better than your standard habit tracker. This is not about habits, this is about tracking things without necessarily having an expectation to do them. This is not about giving me orders. I don't want to receive orders from my planning tools. This is just a suggestion and a way to memory keep. So this will be both a tracker and kind of an index tool. Let me show you how I'm going to use it. Is that these squares here are all going to contain one letter that is a code for something that I want to track. So each column will be a potential tracker. There are some things that I'm sure I want to track. The J is for journal, the L is for, what is it for? For lecture, reading. Have I read? I don't intend to read every day of my life. It's fine if I don't, but I'm tracking it. Also because if I read something on my daily pages, maybe I will take a note of some sort, and then I can use this little dot almost like an index. The A is, have I done any art? The F is for film, which means movie. Have I watched a movie or a series? This is not a goal of mine. It's okay if I don't, but if I do, I like to note it because it's more about memory keeping. And then I have an R for, I don't remember, I noted my code here, so I know exactly what I want. R is for restaurant or cafe. And these last 3 are more health related. Then I'm going to use these bottom sections to track other things during the year. I want to track, for example, my savings. These are numbers that I put randomly, so either at the beginning of the month or at the end. I'm not sure yet. I think it's going to be the beginning because I'm eager to start. I will write how much savings I have, how much money I made with my small business, how much is still in my pocket from my small business at the end of the month. And then I would like to track my subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. I don't know what I'm going to do here on this top section. It has checkboxes. I'm not going to use those because I don't want this layout to be about tasks, but I thought I could add kind of a creative funny title to the month. This is a creative practice that I like having, giving a title that can be original, that can sound maybe a little cryptic to an outside reader, but that makes sense to me, and trying not to overthink it is something I have fun with, and I think it's kind of a muscle. And the more, naming things is difficult, titling things is difficult, but the more you do it and the less precious you are about your titles, the easier it gets. And then we have the calendar view, the monthly view. This is December 2023. I am not yet in this planner, and I am not going to use this month because I'm planning somewhere else right now. So I decided to use it for a little bit of memory keeping. It's something that I didn't allow myself to do in the past because I've been really into minimalism, and for a year or so I started enjoying keeping small things like this. more and more ever since I switched from digital tools to paper tools and learned to love handwriting more and having physical things. I started collecting a little bit of small paper things. So these are the labels of the teas from my advent calendar. So here's a blank monthly view, and this is what I want to use my monthly like. A very simple calendar. This is about staying on top of daily activities. I work from home, but I still have things to do and I like to have them written down. And I'm also going to use this as a content calendar. I have content for my brand, so I have newsletters and Instagram posts mostly for my brand. And I make YouTube videos here. So I'm going to write in green using this ballpoint pen. I'm going to write in green everything that is content. Oh, this is ugly. And let me write another one. And I'm going to use some color coding to know if it is for my brand or this YouTube channel. So green will be this YouTube channel. This will be my brand. And then I'm going to have other colors. Black is going to be for any event, which will be nicely written on the lines and definitely not like this. Then I'm going to use the same kind of color coding if I have to, and red is obviously for things that are extremely important. I want to use it very sparingly. Color coding isn't the most aesthetic thing in my opinion, but I've noticed since I switched to a paper planner that I really missed that color coding I had on my digital calendar, and it's something that I really need for my brain to comprehend what's going on. Maybe I'm going to have some monthly tasks in there, things that I want to make sure I do. I'm not sure yet, but I will probably use this column like this. And the bottom part also has space for notes, so I've been taking some notes in here. I've been taking notes on my new Master's academic plan, to say so. Then there is the weekly view. Having a vertical weekly was a very nice thing for me because this is how I tend to see my digital calendar the most, and this is where my color coding will be the most useful, I think. This is going to be, again, very, very functional. Appointments, time blocking, things like this. And I want this to be more about planning in advance than recording what actually happened. I don't time block too heavily, but sometimes it can be nice for me to time block like 2 hours to record videos or something like this. I just mustn't do it too much in advance. So that's what it may look like. I also like to note when I am expecting a delivery, because I often expect important ones for my brand and I have to know that I must be home during this time. So I'm going to track any kind of appointments and personal things with a line on the left. I may use some color coding here, write things in black, and maybe on the right take notes of events where I don't have to go somewhere but I have to stay home instead. I definitely don't plan during the night, so I think I'm going to use the bottom section to do some meal planning. I am not very strict on meal planning because this is not health related or anything, it's just that I don't like cooking, and mostly I don't like having to figure out what to cook when I'm hungry. So I do this at the beginning of the week to get an idea of what I must buy at the store, maybe some tasks here. We have this turning the page to a new year, and this is what I've been doing here. This is a page where I have written intentions and inspirations for 2024. I will make a video specifically about my intentions for the new year, so yeah, let's just skip this. And we get to the dailies. This is a pencil board that comes with the Hobonichi HON, and I will probably use it. I don't know. Let's just put it in the back for now. So I have some tasks here because this is the day where I will be reopening my shop for my brand. So I have things to do that I noted here. But let me show you how I intend to use this page. This is kind of a memo for me of how I intend to use it. I'm sorry that it's in French. I didn't do it with the intention of showing it at first, so I've been writing in French, but I'm going to tell you everything about it. And this is an example of what I may want to do with them. I've been playing around a lot because this is new for me to have one page per day, and something I'm very excited about. So on this page, if you're not familiar with the Hobonichis, here at the top you have some checkboxes. You have the date, moon phase, day of the week in Japanese. I don't read Japanese, but I like it. I just like anything Japanese. This is with a very faint line, but there is a line here. This is a timetable, a timeline, and I really like this. Then you have a lot of blank space for tasks and notes and everything you want. And here you have a quote and a little view of a calendar and the day it is. So for me, this is where functionality and creativity are really going to come together, because this is going to have both. And for the functional side, I need things to be laid out the same every day. So I gave a lot of thought about what I want this to be. Here, this top section isn't going to be for my tasks because I don't do priorities, or if I do them, I would rather do them somewhere else. So I wanted to use this as an opportunity to give a title, a fun title to my day. And I know, because I've been journaling for a long time now, that sometimes it's going to be very simple, just a word that I heard, or just maybe I will name some days like untitled or something, but I'm going to have fun with this. This is just going to be a space for a title, underlined, and so I can then look back on it and see my titles, and it will be like an easy access to my memories of the day. This timeline here, I am going to use as a way to know what's coming up, because I have an autistic brain, and if I don't physically see what is coming up in my day in this form, I don't know. I don't know where I am, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I really need this, and I need this to be hour specific. Like, I can't just have a list with the hour written on the left and just item here. I need this to have this shape, or I don't understand anything. So it's going to be a classic calendar view, and I'm also going to use it as time tracking. So I'm not going to use it as a way to block in time for productivity. I'm going to only write appointments, deliveries, and what I actually did. So there may not always be a ton of stuff here, but that's how I'm going to use it. Here on the top, I'm not sure I'm going to do this, but I like to note the weather every day. So I wanted to note the weather and the temperature. This is going to be a space where I note my tasks and I take notes and everything. I will probably use a classic bullet journal key. So I think I'm going to do nothing for a task. A little this, I don't know how it's called, for notes, and then, yeah, classic. If I decide not to do something, actually I won't make a cross like this, I'd rather do this because it's more visible. And then here at the bottom of the page, I want this to be a more creative space. So this is where I will maybe paste some things like receipts or menus or whatever kind of small memories I gather. I don't want to do it too much because I don't like the bulk, but this is where I will do this if I have something to paste. Take notes, maybe make little sketches or studies, or if I just have an idea for a drawing, I don't know, I can do this here. This is going to be a very low pressure area, and I had some ideas of things I may want to take note of, like maybe write a small poem, note what I ate, if I've been buying something I'm excited about or receiving a package that I'm excited about, I may do this, write about it or draw it. I may draw my outfit of the day. I know it's something that can be fun for me because at some point I used to take a photo of it. And this is also a way to have a low pressure drawing practice in my day. And this is an example of what this may look like. I've just been writing random things here, random illustration, random little text. This is just a funny thing. Tasks, notes, and timeline. This is just an example. Some days will probably have a lot less going on. What I always want, well, no, actually there's nothing that I always want. Maybe the weather, because I like it. And I had the idea of making a double line to show when I woke up, because it's something that I like to keep track of. I used to be into morning routines and wake up very early, and I don't anymore. It's fine. I sleep in the morning. I'm not less productive, I'm not less happy, but I'm better rested and my day starts more chill. So again, this is tracking, but not giving myself orders. So these are all of the daily pages, and I had some ideas for the last spread. The timetable, oh, this is the page that I removed to make all of my pen tests. So yeah, bye bye. This I'm not sure I'm going to use. I have a page holder here because I may want to use the favorites. My 100, this I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, if I do. An interview with myself is a page that I don't intend to use. I don't know, I don't enjoy this. This is something that I should do, my site is terrible. This is something that I like. I may very much use this page as a way to note, probably not quotes, because my quotes go in my reading journal, but maybe comments and messages that I want to remember. This check-off sheet I'm going to use as a way to track which days I have been using this planner. So it's going to be very straightforward. In the morning, I already have a habit to write in this journal. I've been using it for a month now, so all of this is used. This is a very established habit, and I'm going to use this planner once I'm done writing my daily entry in my journal. So I'm going to open the planner, check off the fact that I've opened it, and I'm going to be very happy about it, and then go into my different sections, and I'm just going to I don't know where this was. Must have been there. Yeah, I really like these clips, but sometimes I tend to push them with the pages if I'm not careful. The pages are so thin that it can happen. I have to be careful about it. So yeah, this is the last page that I intend to use. Oh no, I love this one. I will definitely use this one. Just like it's written, to record gifts given and received. I love this. addresses. I don't know, I don't like the idea of having it in my planner. It's not the most convenient place in my opinion. And then personal notes and some social media stuff. I hope you found some interesting ideas today. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you very much for watching, stay creative, and I will see you in the next one.